Alrighty then, Michigan beats Michigan State as expected. Michigan State scored 7 points in the first half. In the first quarter, that was it. Michigan passing game struggles again today. They just don't seem to have the receivers, and then the quarterback just seemed to have some inconsistent accuracy in JJ McCarthy. But let's spit on it real quick. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the College Sports Talk playlist, more videos like this, and Peyton Thorne, 17 for 30, 215, one touchdown, one reception. They ran the ball combined 23 times. E. Collins was their lead rusher, 7 carries, 22 yards. Not a winning recipe for you trying to win an upset game or trying to win a rivalry game on the road is, 23 carries. Coleman, he had a couple big plays early on, and that sees the end with 5 yards, 155, one TD. Michigan probably rolled coverage over to him, doubled him, and took him pretty much out the game. They did recover a fumble, snatched it away. So it seemed like they had some momentum coming in early in the game. Now, did they make it last forever? No, it didn't last forever. And Michigan just, had a team that came out, had a hot drive with Collins, not Collins, but Coleman, being the hot dude, and Michigan just did what they did best. They ran the football. Blake Corum, 33, rushes for 177, one TD. McCarthy had some design runs. Most of them was improv. 7 carries, 50 yards. Edwards had 10 carries, 42 yards. And they got the true freshman in at the end, CJ Stokes, with 2 carries, 7 yards. So, honestly, they got to find a way to get something out of their receivers, and they just ain't been able to do so. So, I mean, when your receivers can't get that separation, that means you have to, draw it up where they get separation, bunch them up, keep put them in motion where they get free releases, and then got to kind of deal with the jams and the physicality. So they got to be better at scheming up the offense. Now, side note real quick, today we're talking about, trending on Twitter about firing Josh Gaddis down there in Miami. I guess he's doing a terrible job. So, I mean, Michigan got a couple people in the booth and a couple people on the ground. Kind of combination of calling plays and all that stuff. But they got to find a way to, kind of get some things going through the air. And that showed again tonight. That showed again tonight. But yeah, you like to see them in the screen game a lot better. To the backs, to the receivers, and them kind of drawing some things up a lot better. So we see they could do that, but it was a grinded out type of game. That's how Michigan wanted. They want to slow the time of possession down, and they want to grind it out. And that's what they did. Blake Corum. I see Blake Corum kind of get involved in the passing game a little bit more. Him and Edwards in the screen game a little bit more. But what they doing is working for them. But defense was lights out again. They gave up that one drive where Coleman went ham sandwich with bologna and everything else and cheese in the works, mayo on there. But ever since then, they rolled covers, probably towards them, doubled them, took them away. Michigan State didn't have another option. So, I mean, they shut them down outside the first quarter in one drive. So, as you expect, you want to see the offense be a lot more dominant through the air. But right now, if it ain't the separation, then you know what I'm saying, it's the accuracy by McCarthy right now. So he was a little high tonight, and some of the balls they was kind of criticizing him. They were criticizing him for, a couple of them he was throwing away from the defender, like the one in the end zone to the tight end. Even though had he looked to the left, he had somebody else open to his left. But yeah, he it was just part of the growing pains, and That's what people thought. Like if he would have got in there last year, maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he'd be farther along. But they got to be better at receiver, at recruiting or whatever. And this game should have been a 50 to 7 point game. And I give them a 7. But that's what it should have been. But they got Paul Bunyan back. It's probably gonna be some discussions about the flea flicker at the end of the game and the deep pass at the end of the game. About sportsmanship and all. That's a rivalry. Forget them. You know what I'm saying? Forget them. They had a chance another day, another time to go out there and pour it on, but it ain't their year this year. We had some fluke losses to him with the punt. I mean, cheating last year with the fumble with Aiden Hutchinson, but they make it feel that much sweeter. And Michigan got through a leg, and this was Michigan State bowl game. More times than not, even though they got a billion bowl games, more times than not, this was their bowl game. This was their bowl game. Um, so they gonna probably treat it as their bowl game. So, but other than that, you can't be mad at it. It was a grinded out game. You like to see Michigan kind of be able to air it out, and that's probably gonna stop them from being a true national championship contender. Two Big Ten champion is not being able to air the ball out. That's probably what ultimately is going to be the Achilles heel. And they got to get better receivers, but from the running back and offensive line standpoint of view, defensive line standpoint of view, it seemed like they might be even better on the defensive standpoint of view. But obviously, that won't be judged until they get to the Ohio State game, and then if they get opportunity to be on a national level, national championship playoff, college playoff level, then it can be judged. But defense coordinator brought over from Vanderbilt, who came in second to Mike McDonald, who went back to Baltimore. He's right now he rolling. Right now he is truly rolling. So he's doing a tremendous job, and this is what we expect from Michigan year in and year out. Michigan State don't have the budget to compete with Michigan. The recruiting, look at their stadium. I seen high school stadiums in Texas look far better. So, really, they just don't have the resources. They don't have the resources like we do, but they make do. They make do. So, we have to wait and see. But feel good to get the win over them. It was expected, and we'll see how both teams lock and reload next year. But we got their number for this year, so we'll see them next year. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Michigan wins 29-7. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. But let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Big win for Michigan. Peace.